Hiya guys, Spectre here. Welcome back to more Total Warhammer 3. Continue my Throgg campaign. I've got this pussy to deal with. I'll deal with him. And then there's two smaller armies behind him. Okay. I can't remember if he's got an ice switch. I think he's by himself. I think it's just cost Dalton. I think it's just old Cossie. I think he is. Oh, in fact, no. No, he has got Frost Maiden down there. Right. Well, they coming to us? No fucking way. Okay. Apparently they want to come and attack us. I'm very, very okay with this. But we shall meet them in the middle. Actually, just because they're going to get lost in the trees, aren't they? Give me. Yeah, just do that. Strelts. Take those out. Okay, look at that. Throgg, you're going through here. Guys, make a detour. Just go straight through the trees. We're behind their lines. Pause. Actually get them. Throgg. Get up here and help out. Right. My mage, I need him. Shit. We'll intercept. They're after our mage. They're not, they're going back of them. Go and deck Costal. They're warbear riders, they can do nothing. There's fucking, what, 5 of them? Get these over here. They're fucking eating these guys alive, oh my god. There's a unit of trolls apparently doing nothing. What's this? Nice Carby Glaive, just go and kill them then. Oh, one of my units is actually getting fucked there, Jesus. They might be dead actually. Maybe they've clumped up. Throgg's eating Costar and they're fucked alive. I might have lost one unit. But one unit's better than apparently losing my entire army to this shit. Get these off the fucking thing. How are they... Right, run these little pricks down. I'll give it to them to put a better fight than I thought, but they definitely weren't going to win the fight. Hey guys, what are you doing? No, not just letting them run away. Go chase them down. But even then, this is one of his most experienced armies. Throgg victory. Well, it's better than a valiant defeat. I think I lost one unit. Just them road champions I think I lost. I think they were just taking a bit too much. Probably had a bit too many units free firing as well, to some degree. But we don't get beat by no bald homeless guy. Are you kidding me? Fucking Castaltin. This army could fight my army 10 times out of 10 and it'd lose 10 times out of 10. This army would never lose to this. Even if these were all rank 9, it wouldn't lose. I might lose the odd unit, but I wouldn't lose the fight. Not even close. I mean, considering this one unit got annihilated, but then look at the health of the other units. I mean, these skin wolves barely even got touched. Trolls untouched, but 113 kills, you know what I mean? Some bit of mockery of these units. He's got Ice Guard, he didn't get a single kill. Yeah, we did lose that one unit. Just the one. Oh god. And these are smarter than Alariel, they chose not to come towards me. Alariel just got herself an ass kicking. It'd be nice if he actually did something. He never seems to claim any territory, or at least nothing he holds on to. He just doesn't seem to do anything. He just sits on his island with his little vassal and does no. He didn't even use this thing. It'd be nice to see him actually be able to use it. Throgg gets 3-minute attacks. Love it.
Overrun the world. Well,
Right, bang in the middle. Right, where's Wolfric at?
the eternal challenger.
Still got a bit to wait yet. Yes, this guy's immortal. Awesome. Let's buff him up. So he's immortal. I ain't gonna worry about losing him now. Fucking, he's got 45% missile resistance. God.
My ice age comes. Moving.
My army has got some injured units, otherwise I'd go for these, which are both shockingly bad as well.
I'll freeze off your fingers. I serve
So they only got 2
only
rank 9
ice
ice guard that survived, one with glaives and one with swords. That's all they've got.
Going.
Let's put this fly down here as we need. We can recruit. We can't recruit. Why can't we recruit?
Winter tooth.
Because I need to be in that. I can go into there the next turn, fuck it.
Throgg agrees. Trampling.
Moving further down then. Recruiting a unit number of champions.
Lord of the monster horde.
the one unit that I lose as well is units that don't regenerate. Because these have both got, I think they've got horrible generation? Yeah, they've got horrible generation. So of those. And then obviously they've both got physical resistance, but they've got some as well actually. And they can build some more while they're in combat. I mean, they came close. They only had 2 trolls left, I suppose. But because it's a monstrous unit, you have to wipe them out in order to kill them. Even getting them to one entity doesn't do it. Otherwise, nobody'd take these units because they need a much bigger unit pool. They need to be more like 32 each, maybe more.
Champions fall.
Yeah, that's Warfric Scout. So they've all got 1 scout each. I'm going to send Warfric down here to deal with that army. And destroy those settlements and turn them into things for the god. At this point I just want to occupy anything that's basically got a port. If it's got a port, it's worth a lot of money, so I'll occupy it. If it's not got a port, I'm not overly bothered. Because even the cities don't bring in a lot of money for the Norscans, unless it's a coastal city. Oh, fucking Christ. The elephant tide is definitely here. What the fuck? Where did he come from? Oh yeah, we're there, weren't he? Yeah, of course you were. But he's going for the town rather than the city because he can't take the city. Fair enough. Oh, did you just finish all the armies off? Nice, you didn't even lose anything. Awesome. Well done, buddy. Okay, this guy finished off their little remnants. Good luck rebuilding 3 armies in a quick time. Because see, what you'll do is you'll have a few like ranked up armies, like the one that Costalton was leading. He's probably had that one since the start of the game, pretty much almost, or not quite, because he'll had shitty units. He'll have recruited that one a bit later, but then he's got it ranked up to like where most of it's like rank 6 or higher, and a lot of them are like rank 9. So he's lost that army. He can't replace that army. He can't recruit units at that rank. So he's going to struggle to get a as veteran army as that one. And also he's going to have to recruit another full army, which is going to take him, I'd say, at least 3 turns, maybe 4, something like that. And then it depends on where he recruits them at. He might recruit them right near the front line, he might recruit them further back. But see now, this guy's... Not a military alliance, dude. Just keep it defensive. We've got defensive alliance. But now this guy's attacking him. I've just took out one of his primary armies, and then his other two, like, smaller armies just got took out by one of Archeon's guys. And when you take out an elite army like that, you might take some damage, maybe even lose a couple of units. But then once they're dealt with, you're not going to see another army like that for quite some time. You can even make it so you never see an army like that again. Because once you start pushing into territory and wrecking all their main cities, their main recruiting stations, it cripples them. And it's going to be even worse once I've got him, which is going to be in 2 turns. In 2 turns he can start marching down there, so I'm going to have 2 armies. So even if one army gets a little bit more than has to come back and recruit some new troops, the other one doesn't. If I pop him in there, he can recruit globally from there, can't he? Yes, he can. 4 turns. Ouch. But yeah, but we need one. Actually.
I am the one.
462, that's going to put it about 2,800. And then he's going to take another 200 off, putting it down to like 2,600-ish.
Northmen come, true savages. Tribal fury. No delay.
So I'm just thinking in terms of what we can recruit here. Because even let's say we've got 2-5, I don't need that much. 1-5 should be fine. And even then, it's kind of important that he tries to hold back these. These armies aren't great, fortunately. There's just a lot of them. Right. Well, get rid of those.
Take what's theirs.
We can keep those. Yeah. They're just normal female warriors, aren't they? They got to rank 9? Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. So, if we take... for these 188, okay. So if we have him, we're going to have 5 ice trolls, that's fine. We will need to get rid of these, but we'll be replacing these with skin wolves, armoured skin wolves, when we get the chance. At the moment we can't recruit them, so at the moment they're staying. And then we need to get in some more Marauder champions. Right, okay. Well, 1 regiment of renown, fuck off. They're more expensive than others anyway. Right. Let's get rid of one of those. We'll see where that brings us to. Hang about. Are we down here, isn't it? Okay. Weird, but okay.
Tribesmen, gather.
we need is... You can recruit globally, but I need to be able to recruit locally, don't I? Well, then again, I could send him over there to recruit locally. Yeah. 10,000, that's a lot.
Despoil and ravage.
Actually, what I might do is... Oh, it's Twisted Towers, it's miles away, fuck me. What I will do is, because next turn, that's going to be pop 5. So I can destroy this building anyway. So we're going to build in 3 buildings in here. So we can build the Mammoth building, build the Skinwolf building, and probably build this. Or because we're going to be recruiting a fair bit, maybe go for that. Yeah, could go for that instead. Then my armies are a bit cheaper to recruit and I can get units faster. Yeah, I might go for this instead. Because this is one city I would like to try and defend. So I could upgrade this one when it's complete next turn. We don't get the commandment, so we are paying a little bit more for it. But because this is also a port, so it's bringing in a lot of fucking money, and then it's got obviously the money building on top, and then it brings in a little bit of itself, doesn't it? Yeah, it's one of the better earners, and also because it's classed as a dark fortress, it will be fought with walls. So the garrison plus the army in there, that will be a lot easier to defend against even 2 or 3 armies. Especially if I can give him some better units. If I can start getting rid of some of these fucking marauders, these are the weak element of the army. Because they're your early game units. You don't want early game units in the late game. And the late game is well and truly started by turn 100. I'd probably say the late game starts to creep in at about 75, 80.
Battle time is feeding time. I eat my enemies.
What did we get with our Archeon?
Take what's there. I am told you
I
wanted
haven't got
to.
Novium yet. Okay.
Tribal. My fellow warlords convert.
Neither them.
War always ready for a headbutting contest.
They're still alive. Siggy's there.
Bring death, my fellow warlord.
Yes. Words have great power.
Luckily, I'm not trying to wipe out the High Elves. That reminds me of my High Elf campaign when I was trying to wipe out Marathi and fucking Malekith. God. Clan Modders onto one settlement again. They've not been doing well. Yeah, we've got non-aggression now with Archeon, military access or whatnot. I want to try and get one of these on him, but I'm not paying 27 grand. I don't mind paying a couple of thousand, like 3,000 to 5,000 for it, something like that, but nothing more than that. At least my armor recovers really fast. Just, it's a pain in the arse having to globally recruit the marauders. It's going to take a while, so my army's going to be locked down a little bit. But once I get into here, I can take Eringrad, and if that's available, I can take that. They're both ports, so I can occupy these, and then I can use this as a forward recruiting station. Obviously, another one I'm going to keep is Kislev, because Kislev's part of my research thing, so we'll get some bonuses even though they're not exactly amazing. What do we get for that one? Minus 33% casualty suffered from all attrition. We're immune to attrition with Throgg's army anyways, that's pointless. It'll help the other armies, I suppose. Immune psychology, big whoop, and unit mass plus 15%. So only thing really is 15% unit mass, so you can break through lines a bit easier. Let's get archers behind. I've got this research here to do with Britonia, because I might end up fighting some of their units at least, some of their armies. And then I'm going to go here and go for the one with the high elves. I mean, theirs is even worse, to be fair, and that's occupying Lothern. Here action cost minus 50%, here action success chance plus 25%, and then missile strength plus 15%. Missile strength on Norscans. They barely have any missiles worthy of the name. And if I was going to put that on anything, I'd have put that on Wood Elves for the, like, Oak of Ages. Because they're more missile orientated than the High Elves. And they have better archers. What I think they could do as well is when they jump onto like update, not rework, but update Norsca to Warhammer 3 standards. One thing I think they could do is expand their tech tree a bit. So put something in there for every single faction. So on that tech tree there needs to be something for every race, be them potential allies or not, because there's nothing in there for Warriors of Chaos. There's nothing in there for fighting other Norscans. You know, you could do it with conquering the settlement that Wulfric starts in, because he's the other main Norscan, and you don't start as friends. And then for Wulfric, it could be occupying Throgg's starting settlement. Altharian's back. Well, he's already died once. And so has Alariel. I took quite a bit of damage there to say it was an auto resolve, fucking hell. As long as I've got this army recruited for when he gets here, we're fine. He won't be taking this. It can bring in 3 armies and I'll still hold this. If I've got Marauder Champions and things like that on the walls, and I've got Ice Trolls and Skin Wolves behind it, they're not taking that city. Try as they may, they will not be taking it. See, one campaign that would be incredibly hard, and I do mean incredibly hard, if not almost impossible, with the new sort of campaign way I'm planning on making after these two. I'll start the first one up, and that'll be Skarsnik's. It would be almost impossible for Clan Molder. If somebody could do it with Clan Molder, they're like a fucking master of gamers. I'll be honest. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Fucking hell. He's got a 26% ward save. King and the Anchor. And he's got his passive generation ability as well, and then 20% physical. He's actually quite a monster to try and kill. Luckily though, I do have a monster in Throgg as well. Throgg's not bad, he just hasn't got any good purples. He's only got one purple and his purple shit. They've not even given him his fucking hammer. And his hammer is his enchanted hammer is by far more an important item to Throgg than this Wintertooth crown. And the Wintertooth crown that they've given him is absolute garbage. It's like, I'm sure they could have given him some better fucking things on that. And it's like, if that's his only other item and it's like an enchanted item, whatever, give him a goddamn ward save on it. Give him like at least a 10% ward or something. Give him something worthwhile. What do we get? 10 melee defense? Fucking joke. I think every purple item, well, not everyone, but if a character's only got, say, one piece of magical armour or a amulet, so not both, if they have one or the other, one of them should be given a ward save of at least 10%.
Overrun the world.
Build that. We'll hold off on that one because we don't need that as much.
Yes.
Right. A what? Why?
Bring death.
It was in that fucking town, weren't it? Shit. In which case then, we'll just build these. With 6 turns we get that. I can build this one, I can build this one, both in here. And then I can destroy that one and I'll build this. Because I don't really need mammoths or giants in here. And then at least with that they're cheaper and I can recruit faster. Even if I've not got the full province.
Dominate.
Right, so temporarily then, because I would like to have a full army, recruit me 2 more normal trolls. And basically I'm going to get rid of these and that unit of marauders, and they're going to become skin wolves. And then these 3 are going to become marauder champions when I'm able to recruit them.
Regrettably, no.
Actually, yeah, we could build that. Yeah. Because if I ever want to add in some male warriors in there, I can do. Spice it up a little bit.
My challenge? Undeniable.
Bilious Cliffs we definitely want the thing on, because it's 1 coastal, so it's easier to attack, and 2 it's closer to where the elves are coming down. I mean, there's other stuff on the way to distract them, because the main thing is probably Fortress of the Damned. But then you've got Serpent Jetty, Monolith of Catan. That's not far from the coast, but it's not coastal. Folly of Malofex, Varg Camp is there. And then you're coming down to Monolith of Catan and Monolith of Flesh and Bilious Cliffs. It's quite far in, because I'm using this one now as basically my main province. It's deep in, it's safe. can recruit my stuff from there. If I get the money where I can recruit another army, I'll recruit it there and then send it to the front. Admittedly, by taking out that unit of Murder Champions, Kostaltin has bought himself some time to recruit at least one army back. But I did damage him worse than he damaged me because he lost 3 armies instead of just one unit, should I say. And he won't be able to recover the veterancy on them. And Kostaltin's back, but he's in an army, but it's not going to be as strong, that army. And if he continues on that path, he's going to run straight into Wulfric, and Wulfric's going to put him down. Oh my god. My fucking armies.
Talk quick before I get hungry again.
I don't know why he keeps asking me that. He's nowhere near Balthazar Guild. I think you've got a bigger problem with it with Kislev. Maybe try and sort Kislev out. I mean, I think at least where he is, that Karakdum is actually a city. So at least he's traded one city for another in terms of his main settlement. In Archeon, buddy, these armies here, well, lack of their armies, like 5 units, you can't be walking around with those, dude, against Kislev. You're going to need 20 stacks, man. Or at very least a 15 stack. 20 stacks aren't going to do shit. And he just lost against that army, of course he did. Your army was also injured. Were they in ambush? Or they might have ambushed you, actually. Be'lakor might actually be a crafty bastard. Because all their armies are pushing in the north. I don't think they've left any armies on Ulthuan. So Be'lakor's actually hitting Ulthuan. Go Be'lakor! Go! Wreck all their cities and towns! Fuck them up! That crafty bastard. See, he's been that underwhelming as a threat that the enemy just disregarded him completely. And because they disregarded him, he just landed on Ulthuan and just started wrecking their shit. That's why whenever I play Ulthuan, I always defend my coastline. Because all it takes is something like that and you can start losing your stuff. Usually the cities are pretty good, because they have strong garrisons, the elves. But your towns will get destroyed. You won't win your towns, not against a 420 stack. Unless it's like full of complete shit, which it won't be. Not at this point anyway. You guys just keep feeding him experience. Why would you go in there and fight him if you have no chance of winning, you blithering idiot?
To the 4 corners.
Right, we're good. We are good. Wulfric is ready to go. Wulfric, get your ass over here, buddy. Who the fuck is this? Get that piece of shit out of here. What's he doing fucking north?
Where's my next
he's got... Yeah, he has, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm okay with that. Yeah, man, let's have a look at how bad this fucking item actually is, yeah. Chance of setting an army using the underway beast paths or border routes plus 10%. No one cares. Chaos and divided corruption plus 5 local province. Okay. Recruitment cost minus 10% Lord's army. Melee defense plus 10. Ability of the Winter Tooth Crown. So it's unbreakable for 24 seconds. It's got a 2-minute cooldown. And it also affects all allies within 35 meters. So you could pop it right in the middle of a load of trolls that are normally poor leadership and make them unbreakable. Alright. But it's not a great item. And not being funny, I'd happily take away the beast path thing and the recruitment cost thing and add in a 10% ward save. So then you've got a 10% ward, 10 melee defense, and Chaos and Undivided Corruption plus 5, and then the Winter Tooth Crown ability, which is not amazing and it's very situational. But take out the other two and give him a ward save. And for love of God, add in his hammer. It's an ancient fucking magical weapon. And with the size of it, it couldn't be wielded even by a Chaos Lord. Because it's bigger than Throgg is. And Throgg's much bigger than any Chaos Lord. Because he's a gigantic troll.
Battle time is feeding time. Mutant beast.
I mean, look at the size of this thing. If he stood that up, that's taller than he is. It's a weapon that's close to size-wise of Colex. Colex obviously much bigger than Throgg. But if this hit Colex, this could hurt Colex. That should be, at very least, a purple item that he should have access to. Winter Tooth Crown is an item that he has, but still, his hammer is way more important. He doesn't kill anybody with a Winter Tooth Crown.
Despoil and ravage. What?
Right, his army's got much better units in it and a lot less shit units. Now, if the High Elves want to come this direction sort of thing, they can. That one's not bad. Can probably hold off at least a 20 stack. Maybe 2, I don't know. Depends on how well the towers perform. Obviously, the weak point here is Palace of Princes. Right bang in the middle. There's no point building that really, because even with a full garrison, it won't hold back a 20 stack. But this is where I'm willing to make a stand. I can go back if I need to like attack a High Elf army, but I'd like to make a stand there. Because with it being both a city and a port, that's bringing in a lot of money for me.
Fangs ready.
Oh, she's still coming. This bitch needs putting in her place. His army's ruined. And as long as the High Elf armies go back that way, into the corner, I'm fine. And every turn that they go further that way, buys me more time. If they all start beelining it this way, then my clock shortens. Oh, bollocks, here comes one. I mean, I saw 2 Tyrion armies in the water and they turned around and fucked off somewhere else. So take what I can get.
Maybe we both pop it.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And see, that's also why I gave Archeon, is it Cracker Drac, whatever it's called? Because I know for Warriors of Chaos that's a Dark Fortress. There, Cracker Drac there. That is much better in his hands than in mine. I'd still get walls from it if I defended it, but he'll make much better use out of that than I will. Because for him I think it's 10 buildings instead of 8. And then also, from that he can literally recruit another full army or 2, if not more, because the reductions they get be insane for him. Come on, dude. Start wrecking her stuff. Yes. So when I see that's 2 down, got about 50 to go. Get in there. This guy looks so much like the dude that Mortal Kombat will play Shao Kahn. In the 2 original films. Not the new one. In the new one you don't even see Shao Kahn. You see Shang Tsung. I'm not being funny. The Shang Tsung in that is a bit ballsy, because he would never fucking shout down Raiden. Raiden would whoop his ass. Raiden in it, to be honest, is like, he acts like a bit of a pussy. One turn and they're back in the fight.
No escape. On the move.
The garrison on that moment isn't amazing because it's only at tier 2. He has built the garrison building though, which is clever of him. So when it's done, I need to deal with Costaltin's army, which is not a good army anyway. He's got far too many heavy war swords.
Undefeated. Agreed. No problem.
We'll start out up here first. We'll take these. Work our way down. If I can get a lot of money from sacking them, I might sack them maybe first, or something like that, I don't know. Because the money could really come into play in a bit, if the High Elves start barreling through and taking my stuff. Obviously, if I can, I'll try and preserve this army. I mean, he's not immortal yet, so I need to get him to at least level 20. He's been immortal a while. So if they do die, I know I can get them both back, and I can just build another army with them. So it's not the end of the world. But obviously, I could lose magical items if they die, that I then can't get back. But I'm prepared to sell his and his army's life in defence of certain territories. When it comes down to it. I mean, like a good bottleneck one round here is probably going to be the Twisted Towers. I mean, they can bypass it and go for Cliff of Beasts, sure. But that is the next main city in that, where these two kind of arteries converge on the land. I mean, at the very least, I'm going to upgrade that. Then I might upgrade the other one in a bit. Not yet. We need to get back in some fights, what we need. And then look at this and take out what else I might need. Tilly are miles away. Even though they have a really good thing on there. Upkeep minus 15% is insane. Income from more bonus 50% would be really good as well. Because that would apply to your ports. Vampire counts and greenskins are a non-issue. Dwarves could be, but not right now. None of these are a problem at the moment. Dark elves are more allies than enemy. Lizardmen potentially, but they're even further away. In fact, I think Cathay is closer than Lizardmen. I'm not even sure the closest Lizardman is to us. I mean, you've got Nakai south on Kislev. You've got Tehenriman and Krotgor about the same area on the Southlands. It's maybe going to be Mazdamundi, north of Lustria, I think. But then again, that's on the continent. Theirs would be shorter from Southlands, I think. It's just slightly further south. It'd probably be the Krotgor to Henowin or Nakai. Either way, I don't think we'll be seeing Lizardmen anytime soon, really, I don't think. The problem's going to be elves, Bretonnians, and the Empire. And then probably dwarves, because you've still got, I think, dwarves there. Karak Kadrin, yeah. They might hop the mountain range and come to fight us when we attack Kislev. So I'll do dwarves after high elves. Is he going to go and join Balak or another one? Go for it. Go on, Bay, dude. Go wreck the shit. They've got nothing there, dude. All their armies are up north. They're all idiots. They've sent every single army they've got north. They've left nothing on north one. That looks right. So unless they recruit like a fresh army down there, and even then it's going to be able to beat Balakos, which is not guaranteed to. Don't know what fucking Lonely Anchor's doing. He's bouncing on between thinking the minor settlements here and up. He's come to attack my cities and both his armies died. Trade? Of course, buddy. How come I only get the same amount as him and yet I've got all those extra resources? I should get way more. See, Norscan vassals are just an annoyance. They really are. And if more than anything, usually they'll just feed enemy armies with experience and gold. But if they recruit like 2 full 20 stacks, and they hit you after being mauled by like a primary army or something like that, or they hit you on like a town or a city that's not prepared, they can take it. They just add in those extra free armies and it's like bloody hell. And it supplements like 1 or 2 good armies, supplying them with 2 extra, and it's like, oh god. As long as they're a recruit a full army though, that is. You're going to the Forest of Decay, is it? Oh, okay, fair enough.
A challenge? En route.
I'll freeze off your fingers.
Well, that's her.
I'm listening. Okay. Unhand the Supreme Patriarch.
Throgg's back in the game.
I'll get there.
Throgg, let's get your ass up here.
Out of my way.
Dealt with Costaltin. Now let's go and deal with his territory. And see, this I don't mind. I don't mind if the Empire comes in and claims some of his stuff, because everything the Empire claims means he can't reclaim it back. It's one less province that he's got that I've got to destroy. The only problem is it doesn't mean the Empire's going to move any more armies, and Empire might have like 10 or 15 armies at this point available.
What?
Normally by now this campaign would be well and truly done with.
Enslave the Southerners.
Right, it's got 3 turns until that's built. Actually, we don't even need this, do we, anymore? Because I've already got tier 5. Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, can start building one of the buildings. Actually, I'll build this, because that's going to give me a recruitment cost reduction. And allow me to recruit faster. So I'll get my units a bit cheaper as well, so it won't cost as much money.
Speak.
And that'll compensate for not having the commandment. Because the commandment, I think, what does it do? Knock off 10% or something? Yeah. So that plus the building, you normally have 25% off. But with the building itself, if I'm going to build it, it's 15%. So it's 5% more than the commandment. So I'll take it. That'll do me. I need to upgrade this one though, and this goes tier 5. That's what I definitely need. Yeah, build that on it, fuck it. Right. Where's my hero? Over here. So we have ourselves a little blind spot. And if high elves get on land using it, I can't see what they're bringing.
Certainly not.
And at the end of the day, these have got a frozen city in their way, which might slow them down. I don't know. Right, so now we are poised to be able to make some headway, potentially, into his lands. Might have some annoying Empire fops to deal with as well, but we can get in there. Right, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, please drop a sub, help grow the channel, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care everyone, and have a great day.